I get up. Lose a focus, come on, people, get up. Gonna stay focused. Opportunities.
Ngena sengishaya indesheni attention sanibona lapha emakhaya and a salute to all my hustlers ngihlalani phansi ngizinze nibuka uhlelo bafethu nikhululeke ngoba unogada wala ekhaya umekumele lishumo sekafikile ngithi iSpani sale senifisa ukuthi intsha ihlale inayo ke ijob security. Somebody insizwa lana ke uEnoch bafethu insizwa ke sichitha isikhathi unogada ivikela impilo zabantu ivikela nezimpahla bafethu namuhla ke sifuna ukubuka ke kuyo ke isecurity sector njengoba ke ifuna ukuba isupervisor yonogada khona lapha ke Outlawz Security Services ngithi ake sikhulumane naye ngikhiphe yami hockey talk ngithi over Zulu to Enoch, are you there? Ngithi siyaza ngokukhulu ukushesha ngathi si response over Roger's head link over
Bathe bashile skere isisweni sakhe. Every time abuye endlini vela enakhuluma ngama-oledi.
Sambonani Majita, igama lami Enoch Ngubani, ngiphuma Mozambique. Manje ngihlala lapha eJohannesburg. Ngiqale ukusebenza at the age of the 12. Bekunzima. This is the story of my life. Come on, gents.
Kule Mozambique, I got 3 sisters and 5 brothers. I-old lam lishonile 2004, ligulile for 1 year and a half. Athi nophethwe ngesisu all the time, ahamba esibhedlela, angazi ukuthi kuhamba kanjani. Every time ahamba esibhedlela, bamnikeza imithi, abuye ekhaya, mara yonke into ayiqhubeka all the time. Less after 3 weeks, 2 weeks, ahamba lala esibhedlela, lala maybe 2 days, 3 days. And then babhuti wami badecide ukuthi no kungcono sihambiswa yini uma-oledi eJohannesburg ozohamba bamcheck. So isikhathi afika lapha eJohannesburg wahambe attende esibhedlela and then bathi no bafuna umenza okoba mina banizale nge-operation, right? So isikhathi nizalwa badoctor aningekho, isikhathi nizalwa bathe bashile skere isisweni sakhe. So for past since nizalwa nge-89 until 2006 gonna find out that no kune scare emzimbeni wakhe. So and then from there ahamba esibhedlela bamkhipha iskere and then she survived about 1 year and a half. Kahle kahle isikhathi aqala ukugula kakhulu isikhathi after operation aningasahambi esikolweni. All the time ngihlala naye ngoba naye amfuna ukuthi ngihlala duze kwakhe. So anzange niye esikolweni. I was not interested about the school that time because imali mncane plus ambiza up and down angihlala naye ngiyeza sandla nomenzela ukudla nomenzela itiya. So actually ushone phambi kwami. So mina ngalalesikhathi angisemncane engazothi umuntu okushona ahamba kanjani kunjani wabona. So and then isikhathi lapha anikhuluma naye the day before ashona, asikhuluma like normal, sihleka lapha bamakhelwana babuyile bazomcheka lapha asikhuluma like normal. So I know in right. So after that around 3 o'clock and then I was shown. Since from the day I shone azange nisangena esikolweni. Into nekhumbula kakhulu ngomama wami she was there for me, andibhatalela esikolo, anenzela yonke into. So noma ndifuna something anytime anenzela yona ngoba anima business, she had the shops and stuff. So yonke into vela aniyithola ekhaya. So isikhathi ashona vela ababhuti wami abanebafazi babo nabantwana babo, so angafuna ukubahlupha wabona. So ni decide ukuthi no ungcono ngoba niyindoda nizimele. And then phuma from ekhaya no uncle wami sibuya lapha eJohannesburg. If ngingathola opportunity ukuthi ngikhuluma nama-oledi anzomtshela namthanda and ngiyabonga yonke into anenzele yona. Time ayena isikhathi mawuledi ashona vela ngoba ababambani together abayenza yonke into together, so isikhathi ashona mawuledi vela naye uThaiba anganayo le spirit ukuthi abuyela emsebenzini, ahamba emsebenzini but sometime acabanga ukuthi no umawuledi sewahambile uyi-1, so kahle kahle nangaguli just nje ahlala endlini wabona, hamba siphuzela utshwala sometime, abuye ebusuku abuye relax. Every time abuye endlini vela yena akhuluma ngamawuledi, every time everything ayenza akhuluma ngamawuledi, emsebenzini akhuluma ngamawuledi. Baze bamunikeza nelifa emsebenzini bathi no hamba hlala ekhaya for 3 months, njalo nje uThaiba akhuluma ngamawuledi. Anifeel bad wabona, but aningana i-choice ukuthi nizoyenzani. I was still young that time, so angihlala naye uThaiba sikhuluma wabona, so yonke lento siyenza sonke siyi-2, and naye semanje awaredi ukuthi no yimi nomncane ekhaya, so manje that's why uThaiba naye athi uyagula, simhambise esibhedlela ma-up and down, agcina naye angasahlali endlini, ahlala nabangani bakhe. Even isikhathi athola ilifa 3 months angazange ahlala kakhulu ekhaya, ahlala athi no uthi ngihamba ngikhipha i-stress nabangani bami, so all the time ahamba adakwa, abuye endlini azorelax azolala. Next day angasakhona vela ukuthi amonita yonke into ngoba yonke into ayenza namawuledi vela. So from lapho uThaiba aqala ukugula athi ngiphethwe ngekhanda, so hambise esibhedlela wabuya athi ngiphethwe ngekhanda, so aqale khona lapho and then washona. Yeah, mina according to mina yena affected kakhulu ngoba semncane, and nami angajabulanga ukuthi no asenabazali, yonke into I was upside down, angazasifile kahle. That's why nami niphumile ukuthi no ngicelele abadala ukuthi no awuthi ngihamba ngiyazama my-life ngaphandle. Isikhathi ngiyeka esikole nge-grade 7, umngane waThaiba lami wankelo wami fike lapha ejardini, so uThaiba lami athi no umfana mfowethu, so zama kusebenza naye, ayenza i-painting kuqala, so qale kusebenza naye as a painting, and then isikhathi iphela le construction siyaphuma siyenza umsebenzi somewhere in town, and then lo muntu anisebenza naye uthole iSpani Hill bro, sakulungisa ama-flat nebangani wakhe. After that afunda senza i-painting vela, and then sebenzela about 6 months. Masebenza after 6 months siyabuya athola omnye umsebenzi Outlawz, asenza i-painting vela, and then ayenza ne-electrical ngalesikhathi, so vela umsebenzi awungekho mningi laphana, so waphela umsebenzi, and then umnikazi walapha Outlawz athi no nifuna ukuthatha nihamba mina ngiyakhuluma naye athi no nifuna umsebenzi, and then from lapho athi no umsebenzi ukhona ngabuye uzongibona Monday. Ngihamba Monday ngifika lapha office ngithola ugogo laphana athola omnye umsebenzi sawuclean ezinja, so nithi no iSpani ngizostart, and then nangisebenza vele ngisebenzele for 2 years, and then age of 16 ngiyacela office ukuthi no ngicela ukuthi bangifaka epostini sebenza as a security guard, and then ngiyasebenza as a security guard. I was a good guard. I work for one post, ngisebenzele ipost ye-1 for 5 years, anzange ngichange, anzange nenza ama-mistake.
Industry ya Enoch, I never ke mokgethele gore o batlang yone vele a gona mosebetsi, especially mosebetsi wa security o mapodisa, yone vele mosebetsi ona sometimes una le ipotsa gore motho wa ka o tlotla ga e nako mang, o tšhaisa nako mang, o tseba nako, but sometimes ke na le ko ate kere o itse ke mosebetsi wa gago now wa mbora wa ntina ga ona nako, ke dithunya ka mo di-backup tsa teng, you come late and all that. I don't know gore if call ya kena no go tla ba call ya eng.
Sinesikhathi ngisebenza Outlawz, uboss wami ungifonela izolo, and then for interview office. Afuna aseza for a permanent position as supervisor.
Ga interview ya tsamapila ke mmereko o ratang, ya khuleka nje into mawithanda vele obvious, ayikho into ayikho into engikustopha nyone hamba kahle kuyoba right.
Manje ngasithola lesi iSpani kusasa soba njabule kakhulu, zotshintsha impilo yami, zosiza nefamily yami ekhaya, so zoba ni right. I didn't put that much.
You serious?
Guys, nifikile Outlawz for interview yam. Nithuke kancane. Guys, wish me luck.
Hi, welcome to Outlawz Security Services. My name is Ashi. Real name Ashraf Ibrahim Kaji, known as Ashi. I've been running this company for 24 years, currently. We work on the Mazakani project for the last 15 years. It was an initiative between the Mayfair Forces Business Forum and ourselves. It's where we provide security for the less fortunate, the underprivileged, the destitute, the widows, the orphans, and the jobless. We make it possible for everybody to be secure, especially in these times where security is not a luxury anymore, it's a necessity. Let me introduce one of my staff members. He joined me when he was 12 years old, refused to leave, harassed me for about 3 months. He's really excelled in my company from strength to strength. He initially started out, like I said, nowhere. There's a lot of growth in security companies depending who you are and what you want to do for the company and how far you're prepared to go, legally, obviously. This is just one of my prodigies. I have many, many more like him. And he's about to be extended an additional advance opportunity on his job description. We have CEOs, directors, myself and my wife. The managerial level is my son's, and we would like to let the world know out there that, you know what, you can make a difference no matter who you are, where you come from, how old you are. What can you contribute toward your interview right now as to how your life has changed from the time you've joined Outlawz?
I didn't put that much.
Be serious. Listen, from the time you started to write to this very moment, how's your life changed? What has this company done for you? Who have you become? From where did you start to where you're going to? Where do you see yourself in the future? Who are you grateful to?
Since I joined Outlawz, my life changes a lot. I like to work for Outlawz. First of all, I would like to thank Asha for the honor for Outlawz Security, for all the opportunity given to me in my life and my family. I'm so proud and I'm so happy to be in the Outlawz team.
How do you feel you've grown since 12 to 29 with me?
I feel so good That time I started to join Outlawz. I was still young. Outlawz guys, I was there with them, pushing with them, washing cars, clean the offices. So everything was good time for me.
Why don't you give the viewers, what do you do for the company? How does your day start? How does your day end? What do you do in between? Can you tell us what's your job description?
My job description in the company, at 5:30 in the morning, I have to be by the office, make sure my guards, they're all on duty, make sure my guards, they're dressed in full uniform, make sure my guards, their shoes is polished, make sure all my supervisors, they're on duty at 5:30 in the morning. What we do in the office in the morning, we double check all our guards that they're in full uniform, and then we start to sign our guards, and then we send them to post. We make sure all our posts is covered in the morning before 8 o'clock. We have a guards starting at 10 o'clock, so we make sure also all our posts is covered. We make sure all my cleaners, the ones they're going out every month to clean the dogs, they are doing their own job description. Make sure all the supervisors, they go check on the sites, make sure the clients, they are happy. We help also the community for backup, respond and monitoring. So that's our job description. Anytime you call us for backup, we're there for you. It doesn't matter if you have a contract to us or not, we're there for the community.
At this time, I just want to add that Outlawz is here for safety and security, but at the rate things are going in our country, we are here for South Africa. We are here for our areas. We are here for our people. We are here to make life conducive to live and trade for all South Africans and everybody in our areas. Make it conducive for us to live with our families, trade with our businesses, and carry on with life as we know it. Thank you.
Ho sa kgathaletse gore o tseba eng ha o tsebe eng o na le eng kapa ha o na eng ha fela hona le sengwe se o kgonang go se etsa wa se tlhokomela o ka se hodisa Enoch o sebeditse ka go igodisa ka ntle le tshireletso ke ka ho a batlang go sireletsa batho ba bang di security officer di hira ke di security company go tlhokomela maphelo a batho meago le dintho tsa batho mosebetsi ona le di grade tse fapaneng go ya ka dibaka and hape o kotse ke ka ho dikwetliso tsa teng di ya ka kgahlego le dibaka tse o batlang go sebetsa go tsona go tshwana le tshebediso ya dibetsa armed response cash in transit batho ba ile gore ba tlhokomela di shopping center le bona batho mahustlers maemo a bophelo a rona a re biletsa dibakeng tse fapaneng ha fela takatso e le teng phethahalo e tla etsahala Hustlers ake ngikhulume ngale ndaba ebalekile bafethu siyazi lo msebenzi ngithi unobungozi kakhulu ufuna ke umuntu onesibindi njengoba sazi ke abathwali beimali bahlazi bahlaselwa waphinde futhi babulwayo sithi RIP konke abonogada ngiphinde futhi ngithi RIP kuye ke uWHP kodwa ngifuna uwaxwayisa ke igila mkhuba iphula mthetho ukuthi yabona ke mawusuzothumela inhlamvu wena ke uzothola ezintathu lokhala amabhasikini njengoba ke sazi labantu baqeqeshiwe ke ngokusebenzisa isibhamu njengoba sizombona ke Enoch ayenza ku-task yakhe yokuqala khona manje khona into enishaya emakhanda njengedonkimpero kanogada bafethu iyona ke i-word jumble nginikeze ke amathuluzi amathathu oku-O no-T no-N uyazipelele ngena lapha naku-Twitter naku-Facebook khona manje samsobona ke insizwa ishaya i-task yakhe yokuqala la kuzomele ke i-focus i-aim ingasabi to pull the trigger mayifuna ke ukuphumelela guys mara esamadlala though
Alright, this is your task one for today. Welcome to Outlawz shooting range. We're going to start off with your handgun. I'll show you how to load your handgun. I'll show you how to hold your handgun, and then we're going to shoot the target practice. You need to shoot it as close to the head as possible, if not the head, to the heart. We're going to start with your handgun, all right?
Okay.
This is how you load your handgun. Obviously, you take your first bullet. I'll show you the first time round.
Okay.
You take your bullet, you take your magazine, you push this down. There. Obviously, you'll struggle a bit for the meantime, but there, it's in. From there,
Okay.
you take it, you put it into your gun, and then we'll start from there. I'm going to take it out. I want you to load it for me, please. All right? There we go. Start with that.
Sometimes the people don't take security seriously. Most of them, they say, it's not a police officer. You understand what I'm saying? But end of the day, security officer, they are there first for them before the police officers. Let's say you call a police, maybe you call a police, let's say for emergency now, they'll come after 10 minutes time. So if, as we work as a team, as a security officers, if you call us for any emergency, for any backup, we're there first before the police officers.
Yeah, the requirements of being a security officer legally, obviously, is your SIRA, is your, if you, your gun license, obviously, you need to have your driver's license as well. But out of that, if you're just a normal person who wants to join, just make sure you have your SIRA, make sure you have your driver's license and your gun license. But if you're already in, what I had before I joined Outlawz, obviously, I had my SIRA, I had my gun license, but also with that, I have experience of driving. I used to be a driver when a race on the track before when I was a kid, so I have that experience. Because I have that experience, it's a plus one for it basically. And now all you want to do, I want you to load this one here as well for me, please. Can you load that for me? There we go. The guns are loaded now. We're going to start off with your handgun and then we're going to move to the semi-automatic from. But before we do that, we need to put our earmuffs on. So I think we should put our earmuffs on. When you're shooting a gun, it's different from being on a shooting range and different from being on the streets. On the streets, you need to cater, you need to think of the people, basically the civilians that are around you. You need to think of the children around you and the babies around you. You need to think of who you're shooting at and what you're shooting at. There's a difference between who you're shooting and what you're shooting. Because remember, behind the wall there could be a gas tank there, there could be a small bottle with fuel in it. If you shoot the wall, it goes through the wall and hits that, there's an explosion. Then whoever's next to it, they're dead. So you need to be thinking before you pull out your gun.
I'm starting to shoot now. I'll load my guns and then I'll start to shoot now.
Perfect, let's do it. The first time shooting a gun is actually scary because you never know what can happen. You never know whether the bullet is going to fly out or whether it's going to ricochet to you. You never know. That is why I'd rather have someone who's fully trained with you at all times, before and after when you're leaving, because at that moment the adrenaline's pumping into your body, so you don't know whether you got hurt in your palm, your wrist, or it could even be your shoulder if you're carrying a heavy ammunition, a big rifle. Sorry. So you have someone who's fully trained with you at all times.
I'll load my handgun right now,
Okay.
and I'll start to shoot.
Perfect, go ahead. How dangerous is a semi-automatic rifle? It's very dangerous. Oh, sorry. How dangerous is a semi-automatic rifle is it could penetrate a body and go through that, come out the other side. So for these things, we'd rather do it when there's a hijacking in progress, because these guys, they do wear bulletproofs, so we need to penetrate the bulletproof if they're shooting at us. Now remember, this is where the law kicks in as well, like I said previously. When you should never shoot someone in their back, otherwise you will be in the wrong and you will be held for that. So when a person is facing you, their firearms pointed at you, you shoot one as a warning. Then you, when they don't respond and they start shooting towards you, then you start firing towards them.
Yeah, it's important to know about the guns because the criminals, when they come with big guns. And once they come with the big guns, it's very important to carry also a big gun because you can't face about maybe 10 criminals with a handgun 9mm. Them they come with AKs, they come with rifles, so it's dangerous. I'll remove this thing on safe, bruh.
One experience is having a gun being held to your head. But thankfully my team was there. Thankfully the backup that was required came up. Without Outlawz, without your colleagues being there for you, without anyone being behind you is very scary. But just knowing that they are there, that they are just 2 minutes makes a difference. And Outlawz, we cover the 2 minutes. We're always there to help. We're always there within the crucial moments of someone pulling the trigger. Just before that, we are there to put him down. That's the few, how do I put it, it's just a crucial moment. Okay, so we're going to pull the target forward, we're going to discuss where you shot and the mistakes that you made, and we can better it from there. How's about that?
Okay.
Can you just bring the target forward? Okay, so now, as we can see, this is perfect. Headshots are perfect. There we have one in the heart. And now if the guy is standing on his side and is facing the other direction, we have him on the head. That's perfect. I think what you did here is perfect. It's hats off for you. How's about that? Are you happy with what you did?
I'm happy.
Perfect. This is the end of your task one. Now let's go to our next task.
Okay, sure.
Take off your glove. Let's go.
Mona re bona botlhokwa ba go nepa gore o kene lekaleng lena grade 10 e ka go lokela go na le di-courses le dikwetliso tse e leng gore o tlameya go feta go tsona di ya ka grade A go ya ka grade D. Grade A re bua ka site manager motho e leng gore o shebile control kaofela ya sebaka. Then grade B le C ke ba sebetsang dibakeng tse e leng gore di na le bokotsi kapa di tshwere ntho tse e leng gore di botlhokwa. Grade D ke security officer e shebileng dintho tse tshwanang le bo di-access control. Mahaslas mesebetsing kaofela go na le di-level gore o phahame go tla o kosa ba ikemiseditseng go etsa ntho tse e leng gore ba bang ha ba batle go di etsa ke bona ba finyellang.
Step out the vehicle, step out the vehicle. Out. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Okay, this is task 2 for today. There's been a hijacking. White BMW, 1 Charlie male. Come, let's go.
If I'm driving for a scene, the first thing I think about is my safety first. I make sure I have a bulletproof before I arrive on scene. I make sure I call my backup. That is my first thing I do.
thought goes through my mind during a backup, just the backup is, am I going to make it? Number one. The reason why I say that, because when you're going there, remember, when you're driving at that speed, when you're taking the next corner, you never know what's coming from that corner. You never know when there's a car just speeding, or he doesn't stop at a stop street, he doesn't stop at a red robot. Some people don't even cater for security companies with their lights on, flashing lights, hooting. No one caters for that. But some people do. Those that do, they are heroes. They are also part of us heroes, because they are helping us save other people's lives.
The one I'm scared most of the time, let's say they call us for, there's a shootout, there's robbery in progress, we have to think twice before we arrive in that situation. End of the day, we have a family, bro. End of the day, these guys, when you find them in the street, they don't check your face or what. They just want to shoot anyone they see in front of them. So that's why, while the time we arrive there, we make sure we have to take them down before nothing happens.
Get out! Step out the vehicle, step out the vehicle. Out. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Out. Check him, clear. Checking here, clear. Eh? Clear.
Search his car.
Checking. Clear this side.
It's important to search the car, bro, because end of the day, most of the criminals, they put the guns in the seats, under the seat, in the cabinet. So we have to check the car before we arrest him.
Yeah, clear. Everything clear. Yeah, cleared. Arrest him. Put the handcuffs on.
Bring the handcuff here. Okay.
The importance of teamwork is basically the word itself, right? I'm going to use it as an example. I'm going to use your fist. If your hand is open, right, you can break all your fingers. But if it's closed, you're going to hurt someone really badly, or you can basically defend yourself with this. This is what teamwork means. If there's one going astray, you break everything. But if you're together, you're strong.
Open the car.
Cuff, put him in.
Sit down there.
All done. Let's go. Clear up. Let's go. Let's go.
Mona re bona bohlokwa ba go kganna ka elo hloko haholo ene hape ka tlase ga boima mosebetsing ona o tlameha go itekanela o bane le elo hloko tshebedisano le batho ene o tsebe go nagana ka pela menyetla ya go specialize e mengata le gore o ka sebeletsa di-company tse kgolo ha se o na le experience kapa o na le yona tšhelete o ka qala firm ya hao ya security mahaslas molaotheo mona ke gore senotlolo sa bophelo bo betere ke wena Unsumpa-ke uyinduna-ke iyonogada khona lapha nehostela kumzini wey'nsizwa njengoba ungena ngathi ukhabazela nami ngiphethe yami backup okuyi-Enoch bafethi insizwa-ke efuna ukuba yi-shift supervisor khona laphana-ke e-Outlawz Security Services uzohamba-ke ayoshaye ithaskhathi yokuqala but right now ake ngibona ukuthi ngihamba kanjani laphana ku-World Jumble nginikeze iqhu yokugcina which is the letter C sothi-ke masibuya emva kwekhempo fethu ngithi khona ogangile ngithi khona ogqekezile kodwa-ke umshefane ukuwabuza unogada ukuthi ngisacela indawo yokushaya abafana wathi ubashabe njeni abafana mina-ke ngisacela indawo yangasese ngiyabuya
Where these guys went to?
Wait, where are they? Backup was called. There's a house robbery in progress. This is our task 3, guys. All right, Mr. Henry, you're gonna go left. Red 1, you're gonna go right. You're gonna come with me. We're gonna go straight. All right, let's do this. Come, let's go, guys.
Guys, pull up your guns. Let's go in.
Let's go. Go. To secure the area before approaching the house is very crucial. To make sure that if there is a fallout between us and the criminals, we need to make sure that there's no kids, there's no civilians around, there's no other people around the area that will get hurt in the incident.
Oh, go. Next one. Clear. In task 3, when I was looking for those criminals in the house, I was very frustrated because I was looking for them all over, not to find them. I was sweat also. So I called my team. Once my team was there, and then it was easy to get them.
Open the door!
No!
Clear, clear, clear!
Clear, clear!
Block! Next one! Go, go, go!
Clear!
Clear!
Open the door, open the door, open the door!
Clear!
Clear, clear!
Clear! When you, for example, where you parked off, procedures for doing a backup for a house break-in, when you're en route to the place, make sure you do it carefully. The reason being, there could be 2 houses away or there could be a scout keeping an eye out for you. So when you before you turn onto the street, switch off your lights, switch off your sirens, switch off whatever you have, and approach the street cautiously, or approach the house cautiously. Do not park in front of the house. Never park in front of the house. Park across the street 2 houses away. If you more than 1 vehicle and there's only 2 ways in and out, you park at the 1 entrance, your partner parks off in the 2nd entrance. When you're approaching the scene, make sure you're covering the house on that line. You walk by the wall, because then there's no direct line of fire. When you're entering a house, make sure you check all your corners. Make sure someone has your back. That's very crucial in this line of work, because if someone just pops out of nowhere and they start shooting, it's either going through your head or your body. So when you're approaching a house, you need to make sure your eyes are open and your ears are open. There must be no sounds from your colleagues or yourself, so you can hear your surroundings when you're entering a house. Locked. Next one.
I'm not nervous when I carry a gun. Reason why is a weapon anyway. So if I'm in the situation, once I pull the gun, I know I'm a winner.
Here, low, where is it? Slow. Nothing. Back. Let's go. Go. Locked. Next one. Clear. Let's go.
Where these guys went to?
Wait, where are they? Now let's go.
Nothing.
Clear, 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 clear. Didn't check this side. Can we check here?
Get the here! Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down! Go, go, on the floor, on the floor! Enter the back!
Let's go in your back.
Hands on the back, you.
The full view of Enoch from his task 1 all the way to task 3. In his task 1, he did make a few mistakes, but he did correct himself immediately. That I got to give him for that. When he was shooting his firearm, what he didn't have was that his line of sight. That's the only thing he needs to work on, which we will discuss after this. With Enoch going on to his task 2, when we did our backup with the hijacking, he did perfectly well. That I have to take my hat off for him. The way he approached the guy, the way he told the guy to exit his vehicle, when he checked the vehicle, he did it perfectly. When in our task 3, when we had the house break-in, I think he did that perfectly because he checked each door, he checked each window. I had his back through and through, so that's where the cover comes in. He checked each corner, he stopped, he checked. I think he did amazing today. Just 1 or 2 points there that obviously, like I said, with the firearm issue, but that will be sorted out. The importance for Outlawz in the community is that we're always there for them. Whenever they ask for help, we're always there. Whether it's starting from something as simple as someone just looking at the house, a suspicious man looking at a house, all the way to shots, people getting shot outside their house, we respond to all of that. We don't only respond to our clients, yes, they are our #1 priority, but after the client is the community. Because remember, community, without them, there's no Outlawz.
Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Grab him, grab him.
Grab the other one. Yeah.
Come, let's go. Come, let's go.
Let's go.
Face down! Face down!
Let's go.
So tell me about your day.
My day was hectic, bro. I had a car chase, I had a backup, I had a house check, looking for the criminals, one of the properties. So my day was very hectic.
Out of all 3 tasks, which one challenged you the most and what's the reason behind that?
The one I did enjoy is the chase, which we're chasing the criminals, and then end of the day we did get the criminals, so I made for it.
And which one was the most difficult out of
The one was difficult is the one we went to searching for the criminals in the house, but yeah, it was so difficult for me for that one.
Is there anything you'd like to improve from all the tasks that you've done?
Yeah, next time I need to improve myself, drive fast, be there first, make sure I take them down first before anyone comes. That's the things I need to improve myself.
Doing what you did today, would you want to do this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I like to do this for the rest of my life. Reason why I want to be there for everybody, our brothers, our family, and our community. So I'll be doing that for the rest of my life.
With that being said, I'd like to give you feedback from what I saw from today. I think with the car chase you did perfectly. I don't think you had a problem with that. With your shooting, obviously just 1 or 2 problems here and there regarding holding the firearm, but otherwise that was perfect. With going through the houses, checking for the criminals, I think that was perfect as well. The reason why I say that, because you conducted it perfectly, you looked through everything perfectly. So I would like to say I would like to give you the job. So you got it.
Thank you.
How's it, guys? I got a job. I'm so excited for help me to feed my family. For all my hustlers, press up, push up, panda.
Well done, Enoch. Re ithutile ka wena gore mo o qadileng teng ha se mo o tla qetelang teng. Potso ya rona ya beke ena e tsoko Sunday. A rena o na le kgatlhego ya go ithutela project management empa lekaleng la di-mines. Project management e tswa go construction se le tshwaro ya di-project tsa constructions and hape tsa engineering. Empa gona je e sebediswa makaleng a fapaneng. Ha fela wena o ka kgetha gore industry e o nang le kgatlhego go yona ke efeng. O tlhoka National Senior Certificate e tla o dumela o etsa diploma kapa yona degree. Maths le physical science di compulsory. Subject ya economics e tla o thusa. Ha e ka ba hona le ho sa utlwang, hopola o checkela Facebook kapa yona website ya rona. Ke emetse ya hao potso. Ngithi zonke igilamkhuba iphula mthetho asidale phansi flat masongena ke uEnoch esikhaleni yokhaloza nkosi jawa ke insizwa ushayile umsebenzi ngithi insizwa has the keys to success in more ways than one. Get it? Security guard. Yeah. Sibonge ke abantu abalapha ke Outlawz Security Services ngokunika ke insizwa ithuba sesiyazi ke sohlala sikhululekile bafethu sikhuselekile njengoba kunabantu abanjengo Enoch empilweni. Speaking of which sokusikhathi ukuthi manje nginikeze impendulo khona lapha kuwe Jumbo. Impendulo kade sifuna yi protection. Uma ke uthi lisithala kuwena ungatholanga better luck next time. Kodwa mina ke umfana kaMntambo ngidonsa zonke intambo, ngidonsa zonke ozankosi bafethu ngiphuma kanje. Ngisahlangana khona lapha ku Twitter, Facebook and also on YouTube. Remember, don't look down, look up and stay up like hands of a criminal when the God says please.